everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's homemaking is going to start outside as we go foraging along the woodline for some dewberries, then head in to make a pie and spend a little time checking in on the garden. So stick around for this lighthearted video where I also take some time to reminisce about some fun with my Amish friends and some canning advice that my grandma gave me last year. All right, so have a few dewberries here. Oops, I just dropped one on the floor. My husband picked these, and Eve and I are going to be heading out to do some more foraging along the woodline for some more. And we really want to get a pie made up, and we had a bunch more that went bad in the fridge. We just were so busy that I wasn't able to make that pie, so we are headed out to the dewberry patch. Just not sure we're gonna be able to find enough to make that pie. We'll see what we can do. One of the worst things about picking dewberries are the thorns. These things are absolutely brutal. Do you guys ever go foraging? I would love to hear in the comments below what kind of things you look for in the woods, some of the challenges that you face, and what you do with the stuff you bring back. I'm glad we started our day with the dewberry picking because usually we do it in the evenings as a family, but then the sun is just beating down in that area. Between the hot sun and all the prickers, it can be a little unpleasant, but it was really nice out this morning. There was a beautiful breeze. I decided to use the lint roller just to make sure I didn't have any ticks on me since I was knee deep in the bushes there. Thankfully, I did not have any. If you are here still for some expert pie making advice and tips, you're in the wrong place. I am going to experiment with this pie, dewberry pie. I only have just a little over 4 cups here. I don't know. Yeah, just a little over 4 cups. The recipe actually for like a berry pie calls for 5 cups. I'm just gonna make do and see how it goes. I'm not the world's best pie maker at all, but every summer I do try to put together a dewberry pie. It's a special treat that everybody loves. It probably won't be very pretty, but it will taste good. I also plan to make it gluten-free so that I can have some too. Gluten-free pie crust can be really challenging. I still haven't gotten the art of it down yet. This one I actually had to roll back up into a ball and put more flour on the wax paper and then try again before I could get it out nicely. But in the end, it did seem to turn out okay. So I guess that's a win. For the berry filling, I just followed the basic berry pie recipe in my cookbook. I did stay on the low end of the sugar, and I added the gluten-free flour and then put in a little bit of cornstarch just to help with the thickening. I topped the pie with a basic crumb topping. It was a mixture of gluten-free flour, brown sugar, and I used vegan butter sticks so it could be dairy-free as well. I baked the pie for about 50 minutes. The first half I did have foil around the outside of the crust to keep it from browning, so after 25 minutes I took that foil off and let it finish cooking. Okay, pie is in the oven. My kitchen is an absolute disaster, but I need to take care of the horses, their lunch, get my lunch, and then it'll be kitchen cleaning time. All right, it's time to pull the pie out of the oven. Here comes the big review. Oh, it's hot. Doesn't look too bad. All right, there's the finished product. It will probably sink a little bit as it cools off, but it looks pretty right now and it should taste delicious. I can't wait to try it tonight. I am sitting in front of the garden right now. It is such a beautiful day today. I'm thankful for the cooler weather. Earlier this week, I did pick some peas and shelled them all on the porch yesterday, and we cooked them up for dinner. But as I was shelling the peas, I was home by myself and just having such a great time remembering the first time I ever shelled peas. It was while I was sitting on the porch of my dear Amish friend, and our children were all little and they were running in the yard playing together and just having a good time while we just sat on the porch and visited and shelled the peas, and she sent some home with me and they were absolutely delicious. Such a fond memory to just dwell on yesterday as I was doing that task. But today I definitely need to get in here and pick some more green beans and just kind of look and see how everything else is doing. As you can see, there are some weeds here that have come back. They're really not in the way, just down the path. A lot of stuff recovered from that hard frost we had back in June, and a lot didn't. We also had a little issue with some squash bugs. We tried to get on top of it and get rid of them, and I think they still ended up killing some of our squash plants, but the ones that are alive seem to be thriving, so I'm excited about that. We have lots and lots of tomatoes, and we will be canning those. Last summer, my grandma, she's 90 now, she was 89 then, but she showed me how she and Grandpa Norman canned tomatoes together a very long time ago, and that was an absolutely wonderful time with my grandma. We had so much fun, so I'm gonna use that same method and do a bunch of tomato canning later this summer. They're nice and green right now and should be red in a few weeks. So, all right, time to get to work. Genesis 1:29, and God said, Behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the face of all the earth, and every tree with seed in its fruit. You shall have them for food. I was not expecting this many green beans today. Unfortunately, I'm the only one in my household that loves them, but Abigail and Sam like them as well, so I'll be sharing a lot with them. We did some baby carrots last year. They turned out so good that I definitely wanted to do them again. And we've never planted watermelon before, but look at all that. I can't wait to taste those. The squash plants that survived are hanging in there and they have a lot of fruit on them. Squash is one of our favorites. I was really happy with our foraging and our time in the garden today. Look at these yummy treats. After a pretty busy day, we were finally all home for the evening and ready to enjoy this pie. Honestly, it turned out way better than I expected. Thanks for coming along for this fun day of foraging and homemaking and gardening. It really is such a special blessing to be able to do these things. If you enjoyed your time in my little corner of the world, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming up next.